Good day, my brothers and my sisters from Austinville Church. Now, I'm your pastor and I love being here. You are very nice to me, and I love working here and working with you as well. And one thing that I come very often across when I'm reading the Spirit of Prophecy is that as a pastor, you need to provide opportunities for your church members to serve the Lord and to experience that close relationship with Jesus Christ. So a church service every Sabbath, it's just is not enough. It has to be much more than that, and that's why in the last few weeks and months we have been working on our evangelistic plan. And as you recall, now last month we had Teach Me to Pray. This month we having the journey back home. We're having the Bible, which is 4 days, and remember the date, 11 to the 14th. But there is another big event that we're planning for July. In July, we want to have 4 days advertised from the 9th, the 10th, 11th, and the 12th of July to the public. We want to let them know that we're going to have those 4 workshops. But then we're going to continue. Those 4 workshops will turn into 10, finishing off at the church where we invite people to come. Now, what we're planning to do on that week, or those 10 days that we're doing the evangelistic, public evangelism down in Ballina, we want to add value to all that we're doing in order to attract more people. So previous to that, previous to Wednesday, already starting on Monday, we are going to go door knocking, letterboxing, and we want to do some other activities in our community. For example, yard splits. We want to feed the poor. We have the van in Ballina. We're going to use the van. We're going to cook in public venues there. We're going to call people to come and have a meal with us. And we're also planning to have, with the support and the direction of the Pathfinders, on that first week, we plan to have here in Austinville the VBS, the Vocation Bible School. And we plan to invite the schools around here to bring their kids here for that week. And on that first week, at the end of that week, on the Sabbath service here at the church, we want to invite them to come as well. So we have the VBS starting on Monday, and then Wednesday we're going to start, the evangelistic campaign down in Ballina, and that will be in the evening, and the VBS will be in the morning here, 9 to 12, 12:30. Now, at this very moment, we have 22 people from Fiji applying for their visas to come and help us here. Where do they come from, Pastor Dada? They come from Vugalay Church. Vugalay Church is the church that our church members have gone last year twice to their church in Fiji and help them to build up the church. Now they want to pay back by coming here and spending 2 weeks with us, helping us. So for those 2 weeks, we're going to be it's going to be big. We're going to be working pretty hard. We're going to accommodate them. Whether here in Austinville Church or whether they're in Ballina Church, one of the 2 churches will have the accommodation, and we're going to eat together. We're going to work together every single day for 2 weeks. Now, this is when our church members will have the opportunity to participate. And it can be like, a big job, and it can be a very tiny little job. I'll give an example of a tiny little job. A tiny little job will be, you come here and you help us in the morning, cooking the meal for breakfast and lunch. Come in the morning and stay here half a day. And you can do that for 2 weeks. You can actually do 1 week. Look, I want to come and help for 1 week. I've got 1 week that I'm not going to work. I'm taking leave without pay, or I'm taking my annual leave, and I want to be here. I want to be helping as well. It is pretty much like you going on a mission trip overseas. You have to put aside 1 or 2 weeks and join in the mission trip where you're completely free from your everyday activities or work, and you just give yourself 100%. Now, if you can give 1 week or 2 weeks, it doesn't matter. We want to have your time to help with all of us. If you can only give half a day every day for 2 weeks, it's okay. We can use that. If you can only go half a day 1 week, it's fine. You got the message, right? We need everyone's help. Now, we're going to send you a link. And on this link, we already have a few questions. You answer those questions to give us a bit of idea how much time you have and when can you help. And then we're going to call a meeting on Zoom where we're going to explain a little bit further. We're going to have a planning meeting with our leaders between Austinville and Ballard, those who are already decided to be part of it. And then after we have that on our Zoom meeting, we're going to we're going to give you the information where we stay. The idea is that some families that have children, you can actually come and bring your children and stay here in the church. And we want to stay here. I'm bringing my kids and I'm staying here in the church for 2 weeks. Sleeping here. I may go home, to have a shower every second or third day. But, the idea is that we do a mission trip together. Okay? Here in Austinville. We call it the True Blue Mission Trip. Are you a True Blue disciple of Jesus Christ? Sign up for it. Get to know a little bit more. And then I'm sure that God will have great blessings to give to you and to all of us as a church. I want to see you being part of it.